Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl, your fave, back at it again with another video. Today's video is the long-awaited how did this one friend steal my luxury bags, and I'm here to give you the tea. I took a minute to think about if I wanted to talk about the situation. I've mentioned it in a couple of my videos and you guys have been blowing me up like, girl, give me the story time. So that's what I'm here for. I have somewhere to be, so we're gonna be doing a get ready with me. I'm gonna start off with skincare and we're gonna jump right into it because this one is a little bit of a lengthy story time. Okay, now I have not done a story time in a very long time, usually because I try to keep some things private. Some things are just better left unsaid than done. To start off, I'm gonna give you some backstory as to how close me and this friend was, so you can see why I didn't think at first she was the one who was stealing from me. When I did find out she was the one that was stealing from me, I was kind of like taken aback. So it took me a minute to actually like believe that she would steal from me, if that makes any sense. First of all, me and this girl have been friends for quite some time. I wouldn't say like we met each other back in like 2016 or something like that, maybe 2015, and we were friends ever since that situation. But I don't know how to explain it. Like, I met her from my children's father, and then every time I dealt with someone, they like knew of her because her children's father. Anyway, so me and this person met back in like 2015, 2016. We got really cool. We were both mothers. We both were dealing with certain people that were around each other. So we were like, yeah, why not be friends? At that time, I would say that I wasn't a person that would let people into my circle very often. So I kind of like took it with a grain of salt. I was very skeptical about being friends with her just because I just don't let anyone in my circle, if that makes sense. And at the time that I met her, I was already grown. I already had 2 kids. Like, there was nothing that you could tell me that could change my perspective on women, especially the fact that I had even close friends do some shady shit to me. But anyway, I digress. We met around that time. She was going through a lot. I also was going through a lot. So we just ended up like leaning on each other. And then we weren't consistent friends. Like, once we grew apart a little bit, we went our own separate ways. And then we ended up linking back up and ended up still being friends and so forth. So I can't say at the beginning it was a consistent friendship because it wasn't. When we reconnected for the third and final time, I will say it was more of a strong friendship. Like, I was with this girl 24/7. She would come over my house, we would lay up together, watch TV, binge watch series on Netflix, order food, our kids would play together, she would literally sleep over, and it would just be a thing. We basically like lived together. She had her own apartment, but she was always at my apartment. I had my own apartment and I would go on to her apartment. Our kids would play together. We would just do things together all the time, and it was to the point that if you knew Rosa was there, she was there as well. So when I ended up started dating, she ended up dating a person that was close to the person I was dating. So we were always together, even like in our relationship aspects as well. Like, if I went on a date and that person would bring that person, she would come with because she was dating that person too. Like, we would do double dates as well a lot of the time. So when I say we spent almost 24 hours a day together, it was pretty much that. Like, she would go home just to get dressed and ready and then come back to my house. And even sometimes when I didn't have my children and they were going with their dad for the weekend, I would do the same. I would just spend my time at her house. So, and I was okay. I'm the type of friend that you can always come to my house. We can always hang out. We can always relax. We can chill back and do regular stuff together. Anyway, so Me and this girl, we got along because we had a lot of similarities. Our interests were always the same. I love shoe brands and sneakers and purses. She loved sneakers and purses. So that just meant we bonded a lot. Like when she would go and get brand new cops and stuff, like she would stand in line, I would send her the money, she would purchase my sneakers for me, and then we would both have matching sneakers. Or like we had the same type of style to the point where if I purchased, you know, a pair of sneakers, she would have the same sneakers already, like, or like an outfit, we would dress up like in similar colors, and when we go meet up with each other, we basically had the same thing on. It was funny because that's how much we were alike. Let me do my eyebrows off the camera, hold on. I don't know what's going on with this camera. I think I need to get a new camera because it's been acting up for the past 3 weeks and it's literally blowing mine. But let's continue with the story. So I'm the type of friend that if you ask to borrow something, I will give it to you because that's just the type of friend I am. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was already purchasing like luxury goods for myself, so she's seen that and she would like go and cop the little, I don't want to say bootleg version because it ain't bootleg. I mean, I don't want to say bootleg version, but she would cop like the dupe, you know, the alternative or whatever, which is fine. But at this point in time, I was purchasing luxury goods because I had a really good job in the medical field as a manager at a physician office. Okay, so keep that in mind. So the first luxury item I purchased was my Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the Damier Ebene. I got it in the PM size, and she was like, oh, I really like your bag. I should get something like it, like, you know, complimenting me on my purchases. And I'm like, oh, thanks, girl. Like, you know, sometimes she would ask to borrow it if I wasn't wearing it that day and I was wearing another bag of mine. I would allow her to wear it because, again, I'm not that type of person that to be like, no, you can't wear my stuff. That's the friendship we had. Anyway, moving on. After I have purchased this Louis Vuitton Neverfull and she borrowed it a few times, she ended up popping up with one as well. And I never asked her. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, is your bag fake? Is it real? Like, no, I just thought we were twinning. Like, okay, so she ends up popping up with one. So I'm like, oh, maybe she liked the bag so much that she wanted to get one too, which is cool. We could be twinsies, you know? I feel like besties don't copy each other, we twin. We were out one time and we were out at this, like, I want to say, what parade was it? It was like a parade or something like that. A conversation happened that we were outside and one of her girlfriends had asked her like, oh, where'd you get that bag? And she was like, oh, it's a replica. It's not real. So that's how I knew the bag wasn't real. Again, I'm not the type of person to sit here and be like, oh, is your bag real? Is it you know, fake? Like, girl, do what you want to do. At the end of the day, I am nobody to be clocking you. So again, do what you want to do. And that's how I ended up finding out that the bag was not real. But however, the bag was bigger than my bag, my actual personal bag. I had the PM size. This bag looked medium size, even kind of large. And that was it. Like, our bag looked similar. She just had the bigger size and I had the PM size. And I never thought of anything of it. So when I ended up getting my second luxury bag, I ended up getting a Gucci Mermaid bag, and at the time it was like a very popular bag. She even asked me where I got my new Gucci bag from, and I told her what bag, like where I went and purchased it, and she was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go grab one too. Them bags are fire. Like, I really like that bag. So I was like, yeah, girl, like, go get your bag. We could twin again. So long story short, because I'm not trying to beat around the bush, but long story short, when I get a new purchase, like a new bag, I wear that bag because I'm gonna get my cost per wear for the bag. So I actually put up the Neverfull Okay, and at the time I had a smaller closet than what I do now, and I put up the Neverfull, and I didn't pull it out often. I would literally wear this Gucci Mermont bag all the time, all the time, to the point where low-key I kind of forgot about the Neverfull. And I seen her coming around with her Neverfull, and never in my life did I think, girl, that is your Neverfull, because now my bag is not outside to compare the size of the Neverfull. I know she had a replica of the Neverfull, and I didn't think at any point in time, mind you, she would be in my house. I never really saw her in my closet. When she would leave, I assumed she would just walk out of my house. Like, I never seen if she grabbed anything from my closet or anything. So at this point, I'm assuming that this Neverfull that she has is hers. Why would I ever think that was mine, you know? So she's wearing this Neverfull often, right? And I never thought to go look into the closet to see if my Neverfull was there. At this point, we go out one night. Now, I have to explain this whole entire night so that you guys can get an understanding of what type of person she is or was or whatever. I get out. We go out this night. We're going to go drink. We don't have our children. It was my friend's birthday. She invited me out. I was like, cool, I'm going to bring a friend with me, since, you know, you're going to have your friends over, and I know you're not going to be able to, you know, sit with me the whole entire night. Like, you're going to be chilling with your friends, which is cool. I ended up bringing her. I had my Gucci Marmont bag, a cute little outfit. She didn't actually have a purse this night at all. She said she was just going to bring her wallet because when she gets drunk, she loses her items. And I said, no problem. She ends up bringing the Neverfull little clutch thing that comes with the Neverfull. So I have a bag. She has a little clutch. We're wearing our bags. We're going to this bar. We went to the bar, had a few drinks. My friend wanted to go to the booty club. So I'm like, cool. We could go to this, you know, little strip. We're going to have a good time, have some hookah, have some drinks. We're going to be vibing. So, because we had a VIP. So the VIP, one of the guys that we were with paid for our friend's bottle because it was her birthday and it was also her friend. And I was like, oh, I'll pay for the hookah. Don't worry. Like, you know, so I took out my purse. I put it on the table and I paid for our hookah. We needed a refill. I paid for the second refill. So at that point in time, my purse is in front of me and I've seen my bag in front of me the whole entire time. So I know at this point in time, I have my purse. I physically see it. A fight actually breaks out at the booty club and they close the whole shit down. They literally tell us everyone has to leave. Grab your bottles, you can go with it, we're closing it down. Anyway, at that point in time, they were gonna close in like 20 minutes regardless. So I'm like, cool, we getting kicked out the booty club. My friend's like a little drunk, so I'm like, oh, let's drop her off home. I want to make sure my birthday girlfriend is getting home safe. I was the D&D, so I didn't drink that much that day. I had like 1 or 2 drinks in the bar before we ate. Finally about to leave, and my friend that I brought was like, oh, let's go to this specific bar to get a bucket of liquor. If you know Ringside in Jersey, you know what I'm talking about. They have buckets that you can purchase for like the low, but it's full of liquor. And it was still kind of early, so we're like, cool, let's stop there. I'm with my other friend. They end up getting a bucket. I grab one to go so that I can bring home with me. Since I was the D&D, I did not drink. Me and my other friend are not that drunk. I take the birthday girl home. Now I have to not physically carry, but kind of help my birthday girlfriend to go upstairs. So me and the guy that we were with pick her up. We're walking her, and I'm like, oh, I have to take her inside, stay in my car to my friend that I brought, stay in the car because I'm double parked. And if you know anything in Jersey City, you know that you cannot double park in Jersey City. So I bring her up. So I'm taking off the birthday girl's shoes. I'm laying her down in her bed so that she can be comfortable. And my other friend I hear her come up the stairs and she's like, I have to use the bathroom, I have to use the bathroom, I have to pee really bad. So my girlfriend, that is her birthday, she's like, oh, the bathroom's right there. But she's laying down like a little lit. And she's like, okay, I didn't see anything with her. So I don't know if she entered the bathroom first. Like, I don't know what was the situation. But she comes upstairs. I kind of was upset because I'm like, you left my car by itself. So I tell my birthday girlfriend, I'm like, I have to go downstairs. The car is double parked basically in the middle of the street. So she's like, all right, thank you for dropping me off. Cool. Like, we say our goodbyes, whatever. So now my other friend comes downstairs and I'm looking at her upset because I'm like, why would you leave my car just like this? She's like, oh, I really had to pee, I couldn't hold it. And I'm like, okay, like, you're starting to, like, she was starting to get lit too, so you could tell in her eyes she was a little drunk. So I'm like, cool. At this point, it is 3 in the morning, we ready to go home. So I'm like, all right, let's go home. We get to my house and my other friend, something happens with the birthday girl. I'm not gonna put out what happened, but I had to drive back. So at this point, it is 4:30 in the morning. I'm driving back to Jersey City from Newark, which is not too far, but it's a little bit of a drive. You know, and I'm a little tired, I'm frustrated, so I'm rushing to get to my birthday girlfriend. I end up handling that situation, and me and the girl that I brought ends up going home to my house after that situation was handled, and we go to bed, right? So I'm knocked out. This is where things start getting weird, right? The girl that I was with usually stays and chills with me the whole entire night. I wake up and I see that I'm by myself, which is weird because, again, we stay with each other the whole time. So why would I be by myself? So I text her, I'm like, hey, bitch, you left? And she's like, yeah, I had to go do something for my kids. I'll see you later on tonight. I'll come by. So I'm like, cool. Later on tonight comes. Mind you, I'm in the house just chilling because I don't get my kids until this night as well. So my kids finally come home. This girl doesn't come to my house like she said she would. I thought we were gonna hang out, chill like we always do on Sundays, and whatever. Like, I thought we was gonna vibe. She ends up not coming, which is fine or whatever. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's just with her friends. Cool. The next day is Monday. I have a job, so I have to go to my job. Now, my wallet is in my purse. My keys, my things that I carry on a day-to-day is in this bag. This is my bag that I've been using for a couple weeks now. So there is no way that this bag should not be in my house. I'm looking for my stuff in the morning while I'm getting ready for work. I'm like, yo, where's my bag? Did I bring it inside on Saturday? I can't recall because of the situation that happened with my birthday girlfriend. So I'm like, yo, where's my bag? I cannot find it. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I left it in the car. I have my car keys in hand. I end up going to the car and I can't find it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go to work because I'm going to get late. I'll come look for this after my shift. I'm at work and I'm like, yo, that's weird. Like, where would I had it? Did I leave it at the booty club? So I'm asking, now I'm texting my friend that I brought and I'm like, yo, did I leave my bag at the booty club? And she's like, no, I thought you had, she's like, oh, I don't know, maybe you did. I don't recall you like taking it with you when that fight broke out. So I'm like, okay, it's a possibility because that fight broke out and they kicked us all out so freaking quick. So I'm like, all right, maybe I really did forget it there. So I'm not putting two and two together, you know, not just yet. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, oh, I left it at the booty club. I'm gonna call the booty club when they open. So they open later on that night. I call, I'm like, hi, there was an altercation on Saturday. You guys closed. Did anyone see that they had a purse there? He's like, nope, no purses were found. Usually we're good with that. We return all the items. Nothing was found. So I'm like, he lying, because it's a Gucci Mermont bag. At the time, the bag was popping. And I had money in the bag. I had my wallet in the bag. I also had my son's diamond cross chain in the bag as well, because it popped on him and I had to go get it fixed. And so I'm like, damn, I'm gonna lose everything. Like, what the hell? So I text the birthday girl and I'm like, hey, just so happened when I went into your house, did I bring my purse with me? And she was like, no, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. She's like, oh, I'm gonna ask the guy that we were with. Cool, no problem. I'm like, yeah, just let me know if you can, because I'm missing my purse. I don't know where it would have went. She's like, yeah, of course, no problem. She texts me literally kind of like almost immediately, and she's like, hey, so and so said that there was a bag here. Maybe it's your bag. He said to come and pick it up. He said he found it connecting to the bathroom stall, like the bathroom door. So I'm like, but I didn't use the bathroom. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe my friend who was in the car had to go pee, but she didn't want to leave all my belongings in the open car. So she grabbed my bag, came upstairs, went to use the bathroom, left my purse hanging on the door. Cool. I'm like, all right, cool. As long as my purse is there, we're fine. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll come next weekend, right? So I get in contact with the guy. I'm like, hey, I heard that you have my purse. He was like, yeah, you can come pick it up, whatever. I go pick it up. It's not my purse. It is my friend's clutch, the clutch that she brought from the Neverfull. So I look inside. I'm like, okay, it's hers. I text her like, hey, you left your clutch at birthday girl's house. So-and-so gave it to me, I guess, when you used the bathroom. I said, did you so happen to take my purse out the car when you got out? She's like, no, why would I do that? I only brought my purse. So I'm like, damn, so you left my car door open in the middle of Jersey City at 3 a.m. or whatever. Anyway, so I was pissed. I chucked it up to, I don't have the bag. The bag is stolen. I don't know where it is. It could be at the booty club. It could not be. I don't know. So I took it as a L. I'm like, all right, a loss is a loss. It is what it is. I'm not materialistic. I went and got a new ID, new wallet, or whatever. So now I like, oh, I'm gonna use my Neverfull. I go in my closet. I'm looking for my Neverfull because now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use my Neverfull. Girl, I could not find that bag anywhere. I'm like, there's no way I lost this bag as well. So now I'm pissed because I'm like, both of my designer bags that I worked very hard to get are gone. What the hell is going on? So I asked my friend, I'm like, hey, have you seen my Neverfull? She's like, no, you haven't worn that bag in a minute. And I said, yeah, I know, but since I lost the Gucci bag, I'm gonna have to use some type of bag, and I went to go grab it and I can't find it. She goes, nope, I don't know. She goes, maybe you brought it somewhere. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now, okay. At this point in time, I'm like, bro, there's no way. So the day that I go to her house. So I'm like, hey, she's there. She went downstairs to go grab our food one day, and then I went into her closet. I'm looking to see if I see my bag at this point. I don't see it. I see her bag. So I'm looking inside and I'm like, damn, is this big or is this little? I can't really tell if her bag is bigger than mine's. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna trip about this. It's a bag or whatever, right? So little later on, right, we stopped being friends. Something crazy happened to her. Not my business to tell. I kind of just pulled myself back away from her because I want no parts, okay? I want no freaking parts. So I pulled myself away and I didn't talk to her for a little bit. I end up speaking to one of my exes, and who is friends with her, and he tells me, yo, it's crazy that you stopped talking to her because old girl stole your bag. And I'm like, what do you mean she stole my bag? He's like, yeah, that Louis Vuitton bag, she never had one of those. And I was like, oh no, she got a fake one. She's like, yeah, but she said that that one was yours, how she bought it off you only for like a couple $100s, that I was short money on a bill or whatever, and that I just wanted to get rid of it, so she ended up buying it. I was like, no, that bag was stolen. He was like, yeah, that's weird or whatever. So now at this point, me and this girl don't have a friendship. We don't have a relationship. So I don't even hit her up about it. I just take it as a loss, right? So I'm like, damn, this bitch had my bag the whole time. So again, I don't even trip about it because, again, I'm not materialistic. I'm like, it is what it is. The girl needed it more than me. Later on in life, I meet John. We move out. Cool. Whatever. This girl ends up hitting me up. I don't know how we started talking again, but she ends up hitting me up about something. I think it was about like my miscarriages and stuff, and she sent her condolences and stuff like that. And then I also had my dad go into the hospital, and then I also had like a couple of other things. Like I think I lost like a cousin, and then I lost my ex that we were mutual with. So we ended up speaking again. I'm not holding any grudges or whatever. So she's like, hey, when am I going to see you? So I'm like, hey girl, my birthday is coming, do you want to come? She's like, yeah, of course. So I'm like, cool, no problem. I'm like, this is my address, this is the day of the birthday, you can always come if you want, just make sure you come by yourself, because I'm in the era of privacy and so forth. Like, you know, my family, my in-laws, and my kids are gonna be celebrating with me. I don't want drama in my house. She's like, yeah, no problem. She's like, I'm not like that anymore. Like, I grew up. Cool. I love that for you. Long story short, the girl came to my house, and when she came, guess what purse she had on? A Gucci Mermont bag. And if you know anything about Gucci, you know that they have a serial number inside of the bag. I just so happen to have the authenticity card that goes with the bag, right? So I tell her, hey, you can put your stuff in my room. I put her bag in my room. I put her jacket in my room. And at first I didn't peep it, right? And I'm like, dang, that bag looks a lot familiar. I used to have one too, right? So I'm like, matter of fact, I still have the authenticity card that has the serial number that goes with the bag. I go inside my closet while she's, you know, taking shots, drinking, chilling with my friends in the other room. And I look at the serial number. I open the bag to where the serial number is at. And it matches. It matches. But you know what? I didn't say anything of it. I no longer speak to this person anymore. Like, the day she left my house was the last time I spoke to her. And it sucks because I allowed her in my home. And I'm not tripping over no bag. I'm not. What I'm upset about is the fact that this is now the second time you stole from me. And she doesn't even know that I know that she has that bag, and that I know she stole my other bag as well. I never mentioned it to her. I just literally cut all ties because, you know, if you are comfortable with stealing from a mother, then that's on you. Like, that's your preference. That's what you like doing. Mind you, she's a mother as well. She was going through dark times, and I was there for her. I never kicked her when she was down. I actually was there for her quite a few times. And I should have believed it the first time, honestly. Like, you know that saying that they're like, oh, you know, believe, if they act a certain way with you, believe them. Yeah, I believe it. And at the end of the day, material stuff can always be replaced. Because look at God blessing me with beautiful things in life. You're rocking a bag that is outdated. Anyway, like, no one wears that bag anymore. It is what it is. Beautiful things have been happening to me. God has blessed me tremendously, and I'm okay with where I'm at. While you're rocking old designer stuff that you had to steal, I'm rocking updated designer that I purchased and worked very hard for. So, I mean, God did his big one with me. Yeah, you guys, that is the story of how my two first luxury purchases were stolen from me by your friend. It is what it is. No hate, no shade. Literally, I'm good. I'm cool off it. But this is the makeup look. I have to change my headband into a cleaner black one, but I'm gonna do that now because I still have to do like the curls in my hair. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully you liked the story time. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it is absolutely free. I hope you join the fam, stick around, and I will see you in the next one.